Good morning, both.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. My name's Julie. I'm the court clerk. I'm just doing the clerking for today. Can you hear the court clearly?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. The interpreter is all right. He's hearing well. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Albin.
Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning. Can
Is
you
it
hear
my-
the court clearly?
Yeah.
You can hear us clearly?
Yeah, I hear everyone clearly. Is it my documents which I sent to court has been printed and provided to the judge?
I have forwarded your email to Judge Bailey, so yes, she has got them.
Oh, great. Because all the time the problem is the judge is not reading documents and my case is rolling for almost 3 years now, which is, very unprofessional.
Okay. Judge has got them, and I'm
Fingers
sure
crossed.
she will talk to you when she comes on the link.
Hello, Anna.
Dzień dobry. Witam.
Still my same case. Do you believe it? You was shocking. I'm still shocking. You was shocking because was nothing during the fact-finding hearing. And you see, still my case rolling. Absolutely no progress. No even single phone call from no one to check any risk or any problems with my even new family. Almost 3 years.
Niech pan poczeka na sędziego. Please wait for the judge. Bo tak będzie lepiej.
Nothing, absolutely. I got some questions, but I don't think so I'll be able to ask because almost never I'm able to speak,
Panie Sebastianie, proszę poczekać po prostu, aż przyjdzie i spokojnie, krok po kroku, bo to wszystko musi być powoli przedstawiane i nowy sędzia jest, rozumiem.
I just give up about this. I feel sick when I continue this case. I'm not sure I will be continue this case today.
Czyli yes, Mr. Sebastian Albin says that we've been together on the previous occasions,
Yeah, I'm saying in English, so I think everyone understands it.
Yeah, well, actually, I was attending previous hearings in this case. The thing is that I understand Mr. Albin speaks very well English and understands a lot. It's just I'm not sure how much interpretation there will be needed.
Well, sometimes some words is very hard to understand it, and that's why possibly interpreter is good in my, in my case, because not any specific words I'm able to understand. For example, last time the court says lack of commitment, which I completely doesn't know what does it mean. It's brak zaangażowania.
Lack of commitment.
Yes, which I completely didn't understand this word, but the judge was sure why I understand what does it mean. Because on previous case, there should be interpreter. There wasn't nobody at all. Was surprised to see on court order, there was interpreter. I received a week ago, after the hearing, documents, which was said, yes, there was interpreter. I was shocking the judge directly in documents was lying about the facts what happened during the hearing. I couldn't understand how it works, why we are here today really. Absolutely I don't understand. Almost 3 years my case rolling about the controlling behavior. Nobody was providing me any evidence about that. Absolutely. Woman chose it, taking benefits and going to refuge place and get free solicitors, and the judge should immediately check she's just playing to get benefits or she should take divorce. Nobody want to do job correctly. Nobody want to put any efforts on this. I saw a lot of stories, how many fathers dying during the court proceedings in UK because judges ignoring to reading documents. I was sent video to the judge with young girl who was a victim of a narcissist woman who cutted away a young child away from father. This child is now older and she recording videos on internet. She providing all documents, how this court, how the proceedings works, and how she was destroyed. She also showed all documents about father, how father was fighting with false allegations without advances like me. I sent this video to the judge to see this, what is the result of ignoring documents like previous judges. Judges every time saying on the beginning of the case, sorry, we haven't got time to read documents. We just read last witness statements and that's it, because we haven't got time to read documents. That's the result.
Mr. Albin, the judge will talk to you about anything. What I would like to say is if at any stage that she says something that you don't understand,
of
then
course, yeah,
ask
classic.
your interpreter to step in.
I trying to suggest you because people are really destroyed and can lose health or even life. I sent files which from my doctor. I losing slides, vision due to the stress because that case rolling without any reason. Now it's absolutely without any reason for that long time.
Okay. Good morning. Is Mr. Maherek? Good morning. Can you hear the court? Okay. You're a little bit low. Can you turn your volume up? It's very low and very muffled. I think you might be a bit too far away from your microphone. Yeah, okay. Okay, is that better?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. That is better. Thank you. Right, I'm just going to start the recording and then read a short security speech before we dial the judge in. Okay, just bear with me 1 second.
Dobra, ja zaczynam, okay?
So, good morning everyone. Can I remind parties that they should be in a private, quiet area if possible, so that you are not overheard and you can hear clearly. Whilst this hearing is being recorded by HMCTS, you must not make any personal or private recording or publish any part of this hearing. It is a criminal offence to do so. This hearing is being conducted over telephone conferencing, but that does not change the serious nature or the importance of the hearing. Does everybody understand that instruction?
Yeah.
Thank you. And can you both confirm that you have nobody else with you?
I'm alone at home.
Okay. Okay, thank you for that. Right, I will dial the judge in now, just bear with me. Good morning, Mum.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Case, Julie.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Calling on the case name of Albin versus Maharek, case number SQ18P00764. On the link, we have the applicant father, Mr. Sebastian Albin.
Yes, me.
We have the respondent mother, Magdalena Maharek, and we have interpreter Anna Marie Shepyashuk. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Thank you. Could we just have the interpreter sworn as a first order of business, please, Julie?
Yes, thank you. Just bear with me 1 second.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. My name is Anna Maria Czepiaszuk. I'm a Polish language interpreter. I do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will well and faithfully interpret and all explanation make of all such matters and things as shall be required of me according to the best of my skill and understanding. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. I'm dealing this morning with the welfare of Matthias, born on the 1st of September 2010. He is therefore 10 years, 9 months old.
Just, ma'am, just to mention, I'm sorry that the interpreter speaking, I understand both parents have a very good grasp of English, and I'm here just to help Mr. Albin in case. I believe, I don't know what would you like to do, ma'am. It's just, I believe both parents, and I'm here for Mr. Albin, but I understand Mr. Albin would like me just...
In case if I didn't understand some typical words, you know.
Okay, so perhaps if anybody struggles to understand what I'm saying, they could raise their hand, and then the interpreter will know that a party needs assistance.
Yes, of course.
I have had an opportunity of reviewing this file. My colleague, Judge Masters, made really what are final orders in relation to Matthias back on the 1st of February of this year at a hearing at which everybody was in attendance, including the CAFCAS officer. She provided within her order that little progress had been made and that father had not engaged properly. And Judge Masters took the view that it would not be a good use of court time to proceed to a 3-day contested final hearing, taking into account, as she must, the overriding objective. And there were question marks at that stage regarding father's commitment to indirect contact. What she did at that hearing was to say that the court would not schedule a further hearing for 6 months, and if father had not committed to indirect contact in that timescale, consideration would be given to dismissing the father's application.
Can I ask interpreter to confirm what I understand? Yeah.
I'll just translate, ma'am, I've made notes. Więc tutaj sędzina mówi, wspomina poprzednią rozprawę, w trakcie której Judge Masters podniosła taką decyzję, że niewielki progres był wykonany w kwestii angażowania się ze strony taty w kontakt. Progres według sędziny był nieduży.
I have spent £15,000 for this case and I started this case, an applicant in this case. And when I hear lack of commitment, I want to finish this conversation now because it's so ignoring to me. I lost almost life for this case and I hearing lack of commitment. Jesus, I got new family and I couldn't understand why we are here now. My wife had affair.
It's not, Mr. Albin, it's not your time to speak.
I know. That's why we continue this case for almost 3 years.
Mr. Albin, it is not your time to speak. If you interrupt either me or somebody else when they are speaking, you will be disconnected from this hearing. You will have an opportunity to address
I think we should do something for child now.
Mr. Albin, You're on your final warning. Do not speak over me. It is disrespectful. I am
Apologize.
summarising.
Please understand my frustration because I'm separated for 3 years. Just this. I don't want to see another tragedy there because a lot of fathers got enough. I'm another father who just got enough. I'm on the edge. Please understand me. I got new family on the edge. I lost all my money for this case. I got new family and I got enough. I wish to go to new family and finish this nightmare because I cannot sleep every night. Believe me, I cannot sleep every night. All this night I was unable to sleep and I was thinking all the time what I need to say to start listening me, to understand. This is all about the thing which my wife had affair and now she is do everything to separate me from the child. There is nothing else. That's why my wife is unable to provide evidences. During the 3 years now, no evidences.
Stop.
I'm on the edge, just this.
Mr. Albin, it is not about that, and the fact that you say that to me is extremely worrying to me. I have read the findings made by my colleague Judge Sharp, where she has made a list of findings against you. She has found that you subjected the mother to coercive control.
Yes, without evidences. We should repeat that constantly. Without evidences, which is against the law.
Speaking over me. Last warning. Do you understand that?
That's no problem. That's not a problem, like I said.
She found that you would insist on sexual relations with the mother, despite her opposition to it, and that she was experiencing pain. I can go on. That is why you can only have indirect contact with your son. You
Yes.
did not appeal those findings. Those findings stand, and a welfare decision has been made in accordance with the recommendation of CAFCAS that you should have indirect contact with Mateus.
Exactly, because of mom said that. Nothing about the child. You are right. 100%.
So, mother wrote to the court to say that you hadn't provided an email address to her. So I'm going to speak to the mother now to ask her what efforts she has been making to provide the videos in respect of Mateus as envisaged at the hearing on the 1st of February. And then I am going to come to Mr. Albin. Ms. Maharek, what would you like to say to me about the videos? I have seen correspondence on the court file where you have been asking the court, and in fact I asked if the court could contact Mr. Albin to see if there was any problem with his email address being released, and I can't see that we had a reply. What would you like to say to me, Miss Maharek?
Can the interpreter translate it? Because I don't understand. I didn't receive any email like that.
I'm sorry, I did not understand neither. Maybe I'll ask in Polish.
So I need to understand from Miss Maharek
Musi pani zrozumieć.
what has been happening about the videos.
Co się działo w kwestii przekazywania wideo?
She just ignoring this.
Yes, so I provide a statement 10th of May explaining what happened between February and May this year about the contact.
I'm sorry, that's not on the court file. It's not reached the court file yet.
Really? I've sent to the court and to Mr.
I can see that. The court is absolutely overwhelmed with volumes of work, Miss Maharek, and there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pieces of correspondence. So I don't dispute that you have sent that, but if you could give me an outline, please, as to what you say.
Yes, so in my statement, I said that after the court order I received, I set up an email for sharing this with Mr. Albin, but I didn't have contact with Mr. Albin. So I've sent the details to Kafkas, and I asked for help. The 16th of February, I've sent an email to Kafkas asking that I've set up an email for video weeks to my son, and if she can forward this email to Mr. Albin, and she replied the same day. I have sent the email address to Sebastian.
Which is not true.
Mr. Alvin, do not interrupt when others are speaking.
This is
Sorry,
also,
Miss Maharek, I didn't hear what you said then.
yeah, and also, and she said, you will have to wait to see if he responds, as I have told him he needs to do. Otherwise, the court concluded, there will be no contact between him and Matthias. This is her email to me. This was 16th of February. And then I wait for contact from Mr. Albin to set up wymiana,
Exchange.
exchange the videos between my son and dad. And because I received a court order one day, I realized that this has been failed, this communication failed, and then I log into my Dropbox, because this email is also the same like Dropbox I set up, and I thought I don't have any clues to contact with Dad, because Nationwide Bank told me that Mr. Albin is not paying mortgage, so even I didn't know Mr. Albin is still living on the same property, and I didn't know if his email is working, the old email, but I tried to contact Mr. Albin anyway. So I've sent him a letter to the address, the mortgage address, this one here, and also I put the letter in the statement. And in my letter I said to Mr. Albin, please find details for contact with Mateusz Albin below, Dropbox and email. Please accept sharing folders that to Matthias and Matthias' dad, which have been shared with you on 2nd May 2021. Between this Dropbox and his email address, sebastian.albin.82@gmail.com, or make sure to send updated contact details on the email address above to set up an access to Mateusz's Dropbox account. This is a letter which I've sent to Mr. Albin to his matrimonial home, which we have joint mortgage.
I never received that letter.
And also, I've sent also this letter through email. On this email, sebastian.albin.82@gmail.com. I've also sent it by email, and I put this email for sharing the folders in the Dropbox. And the next maybe one day later, I saw that accepted the sharing the folder. So it was working. And now
2 months later, yeah, it was working.
Mr. Albin,
Mateusz,
if there is one more utterance from you, I am going to tell my clerk to eject you from this hearing. My patience is at an end. I do not find anything about this hearing funny and struggle to understand why you have been smirking throughout the time that Ms Maharek has been speaking to me.
And now,
Yes, Ms Maharek.
yes, and now my son received 4 videos from Dad. The first one was 1 hour and 12 minutes long. And the others also not 10 minutes long, just longer. But my son enjoyed it. But because some parts of this video are not good for my son, few minutes he didn't see, and he was fine. I told him I will stop the video now, and I will not show this part of video to you, and I'm gonna show you the rest one, and the one part of the video I didn't play for him.
Okay. So what I think you're saying to me, Miss Maharek, is that you have gone to, you would say, considerable efforts to
Yes.
contact Mr Albin, and
Mr.
that you
Albin?
would say that the Dropbox arrangement is now working and operational. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, and
Mr
also
Albin, you're shaking your head.
Because it's not working, the Dropbox is full and I'm unable to send any more videos now. Because Dropbox has limited capacity to sending videos. We need to clearly say that, because that's the point of maybe today's case. How I can send another video if Dropbox is full? Simply Dropbox is limited capacity folder over in the internet, and I think we should mention this today, because I'm unable to send any more videos today.
I also said in the court statement that when I received first video from Dad, I just set up Dropbox and I pay $9.99 per monthly to have bigger access, more space in the Dropbox. It's 2 terabytes now. Avoid these problems with space.
This is my wife's account and I need to pay also to extend the capacity. That's true. But my account hasn't been extended because my wife paid for her side extending capacity, not my side. Either I will not pay any pound for this case because I said spend £15,000 and I said that's enough. I will not spend any more money to extend even capacity of my Dropbox. We have passed almost 3 years about this case and I think it's time to make some decisions now.
Well, Mr Albin, District Judge Masters made decisions on the 1st of February 2021. She decided that in light of your inability to accept and recognise the findings made by Judge Sharp in February of last year, that contact with Mateus should be indirect only, and there is nothing that I have
Can I
read
comment
or
this or
heard
not?
that would cause me to change my analysis of the situation.
Can I comment this?
I know that you emailed to the court a document titled Appeal. You would need, firstly, to apply for permission to the court to appeal that decision out
I tried.
of time.
Exactly.
There is a 21-day time limit on appeals.
I done
You
it
are
this.
well outside of that window. So you would need firstly to apply for permission to appeal out of time.
I done it.
You need to fill in the correct application form supported by evidence, and that appeal
Which cost
lies
250
to-
and that's why I didn't appeal.
Mr Alvin, whilst you are speaking over me, you are not listening to what I am saying.
I clearly understand because I was on this hearing last time. That's why I try to explain what happened, because Judge only see last documents. Judge possibly didn't read previous documents, which that is the problem again. because nobody know I was stopped sending videos to my child because my wife shared this video over the internet, and district judge said.
I'm going to stop you, Mr. Albin, because I was telling you what you need to do if you seek to appeal the decision of Judge Masters.
Yes, I need
Judge
to pay
Masters'
250
order
pounds.
stands. The findings made by Judge Sharp stand. There is no welfare reason for me to say that that decision should be set aside. So you need to make that application if that is what you intend to do. It is a matter for you as to whether you increase your capacity for Dropbox. If you don't, then it's likely you're not going to be able to access the system.
So I need to pay to see my child.
Ms. Maharek is not going to fund your side of it, so that's a matter for you. I can report that on the face of the court order.
Right. So that's against the law because I need to pay for extending my Dropbox.
Julie, can you terminate Mr. Albin from this hearing because he has spoken?
Lucky my wife saw this.
Julie, please reject.
Sam sobie rozłączyłem program. Chyba nie wierzę.